The recent protests in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir or PoK escalated into violence, resulting in the death of a police officer and injuries to over 100 protesters. The violence erupted after approximately 70 members of the Joint Awami Action Committee, an organization of traders in the region, were arrested while they were protesting the rising costs of fuel, food, and utilities.
They have three major demands that they say that need to be fulfilled. They need electricity to be provided to them at cheaper cost. At the same time, they wanted prices of floor to be provided to them on subsidized rate. And at the same time, they also demanded the government to slash the privileges and perks that they provide to the government officials, the bureaucrats, and also the senior government officials currently in the ruling and also in the former setup. Because they said that all of this basically goes from the public exchequer, and the people of Kashmir are not provided with what their rightful requirements should be. That is why it's been an year that they have been trying to negotiate with the government. They came down to a conclusion, but yet the government did not fulfill its commitments.
The traders took to the streets last Friday to protest against high electricity and food prices. They also demanded a reduction in privileges for government officials. Similar protests were held in August last year against high electricity bills.
The Pakistani authorities have immediately responded to the demands. The Pakistani state has already made an allocation of 23 billion Pakistan rupees to provide them with subsidies on wet, and also they have scaled down the prices of electricity, cost of electricity. In fact, earlier the electricity prices were higher, but now it is lower. In between, there were demands from the people that it should be free electricity. The state said no, we will be providing with electricity not only from Nilam Jhalam but also from Kohala. There are two power projects. And they said that at least production cost should be levied on the people. The people said no, even you cannot do that. You have to bring it down substantially.
A general strike brought Muzaffarabad, the capital and the largest city of PoK, to a standstill for 4 days as shops, businesses and public transport shut down. On Sunday, paramilitary forces were called in to secure government buildings, including the Legislative Assembly and the courts. The protests, unprecedented in scale, succeeded in prompting the government to meet the demands of the people, making a significant victory for public activism in the region.
One thing has happened is that in some measure, some of the problems there have arisen because of the cutoff of trade between Azad Kashmir, so-called Azad Kashmir, and India. When after 2008, we had reduced we had opened up border trading, and there was quite a lot of border trading going on, which stabilized prices, etc. But then after Pulwama attack, then we had reduced the number of places where trade could take place. And then after that, when the Article 370 issue came up, the Pakistanis shut down the border trade. So that has also affected the people there. But beyond that, India doesn't really come into the picture. Meaning, if border trade was open, it would certainly benefit people in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. It was benefiting them. Their prices would be lower, and they would be making some money because of the trade. But as of now, there is no trade. So as I said, India in that sense is not a factor.
Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has approved $82.6 million package to provide subsidies on floor and electricity prices following the protests.